How to use the Curvature Tool combined with gradients, layer styles, smart objects, smart filters, Liquify to create amazing designs in Photoshop. Completely fresh document, go to the Curvature Tool in the toolbar. It may be in a different position depending on customization. Top left, set the tool option to shape, stroke to nil, fill to black. Click the artboard to create your shape. When you want to finish, click the first point you created. You can resize the shape, you can rotate the shape, you can also add new points, you can move the existing points, you can drag and alter the shape in all kinds of ways. You can find out more on the Graphic Extras channel about the Curvature Tool. I've created quite a lot of videos about that tool. Layer menu, layer styles and stroke. Now there is a problem with this. The stroke setting will only go up to 250 pixels. So if you've got a fairly large design, large shape, the whole thing won't work because you'll end up seeing the fill. Now I don't want that. So resize the shape and then go back to the layer styles. Layer menu, layer styles and stroke. The fill is not visible because you've created a small enough shape. Set the size as required. So you can set the size maybe down to 200, 150, so you get that nice ridge of white in the centre. Set the position to inside. Set the gradient to one of the default presets. I'm using the third one, and set to shape burst. This tutorial uses smart objects, and the reason for smart objects is you can change them at any point. Layer menu, smart objects, and convert to smart object. I want to fill the document. So what I'm going to do now is hold down the Alt or Option key and drag to duplicate. You can also do the same via the layer menu and duplicate. Now repeat that a number of times. So you can generate loads and loads of smart objects. They're all the same smart object. Once you've done that, you can also resize them. You can rotate them and much, much more. You can also add smart filters as well as adjustments to all of those smart objects. Go to the Layers panel, select all of those smart objects, and then go to the Layer menu, Smart Objects, and Convert to Smart Object. Once you've done that, what you can do, hold the Alt or Option key again, and then drag, and you can duplicate all those smart objects. You can repeat that multiple times, position, add effects, and add adjustments, and much, much more. Once you've done that, go over to the Layers panel and select all of those new smart objects, combination of smart objects, and then go to the Layer menu, Smart Objects, and Convert to Smart Object. Select the smart object, hold down the Alt or Option key and drag to duplicate the design. You can do this multiple times. You can then resize the objects, also rotate the objects. You can also go to the Filter menu and Liquify, or maybe other filters. Once you're in the Liquify panel, you've got a whole range of different Liquify features. You can then move and warp and distort the design in multiple ways. Once you're happy, click OK. You can also add other filters to the existing smart objects. Go to the Layers panel, select all of those smart objects. Once you've done that, go to the Layer menu, Smart Objects, and Convert to Smart Object. This may take some time. Got a lot of complexity there. You've got multiple smart objects combined, so it will take a little bit of time. Once that's done, you can then apply additional filter effects. Select the smart object and go to the Filter menu and Liquify. Once you're in the Liquify panel, you can warp and distort that smart object in multiple ways. Once you're happy with that, click OK. You can find out more about Liquify via some of our other videos on the Graphic Extras channel. Save the work via File and Save or via Window and Libraries. I want to change the design now. So this is the great thing about smart objects. You can change them at any point. To change a smart object, go to the Layers panel, to the smart object and double-click the smart object's thumbnail. Each and every time a new document opens, go over to the Layers panel and click on that little smart object thumbnail and go down all the way down to the source path. Go to the direct selection tool so you can see all the points, then go to the curvature tool, and now with the curvature tool selected, you can modify those points, you can drag, you can add additional points. With the object selected, go to the layer menu and layer styles, and again go to stroke, and then you can modify the stroke size as well as other settings. You can change the gradient even if you wish. Once you're happy, click OK. Select the object, hold down the Alt or Option key and drag to duplicate that path. You could repeat that multiple times so you get 5 or 6 objects if you wish. Layer menu and layer styles and stroke. Modify the stroke settings in multiple ways if you want. Also, you can go and add additional effects such as drop shadow, satin, etc. Once you're happy with all that, click OK. You can also go to the filter menu and add filter effects such as Liquify, oil paint, gallery effects, as well as perhaps go to the image menu and adjustments. Click close and save the document. You can repeat this all the way up. So you can add additional filters, you can modify the shapes, you can duplicate the designs each and every time. But the key thing is, once you've done some changes, resize, rotate, etc., just go up to the little close and click that and then save the document. Once you've done that, you'll see the thing updating. Might take a little bit of time because, of course, there's a lot of complexity now, but you go all the way back to the main document. Of course, at any point, you can go back all the way down to that source path. A key thing is to avoid the edges. I really don't like going over the edges with a smart object, so just keep the design within the confines of the document. Continue to click close and save the document, and then repeat the process again with the next level. So you're going all the way up to the top. Again, any point, you can always duplicate the designs. You can also add additional filters and or remove filters if you wish as well. Once you reach the endpoint, of course, you don't have to even keep that as a single smart object. You can duplicate that design. So select the object, hold down the Alt or Option key, drag and duplicate the design. And then apply additional filters and effects to that as well. You can repeat this over and over again to create an unlimited selection of designs. Personally, I like to flatten the image. Once I'm happy with everything, I can then just go to a layer menu and flatten image, and then you can apply different filters such as oil paint. Go to the filter menu, stylize and oil paint, set stylization and cleanliness to high and click OK. Repeat a couple of times. You should have a very smeary design now. All those lovely grayscale designs all sort of interweaving in and out. What you can then do is go to image menu, adjustments and levels, and you can change the brightness of the design. You can also save it to your library via the window menu and libraries. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. I'm always adding new tutorials about Photoshop, Illustrator and other parts of the Creative Cloud, so please subscribe to the Graphic Extras channel. Please add some comments, what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. Also, a like or dislike. Thank you much.